means our young people who are well trained,
Yeah.
have done their bachelor's, have done their master's, have even gone to a point of doing their PhDs, they find it very difficult. It's a very hard terrain for them
Yeah.
to be able to do work that is going to be gainful financially.
Interesting, very interesting. But I like that you brought that out because I know some careers can be like sometimes looked down upon. So the fact that we're really bringing to light how this is important, we should definitely prioritize it, and it's definitely important for everybody to either go through like a psychology, like either like not training, but just like you get assessed and you kind of either go through therapy, a form of counseling one or another. I mean, actually, speaking of the association, as you transition out of the chairperson role, what is the most strategic, let's say, like piece of advice you are leaving the next leaders of KCPA?
During my tenure of office in 2022 and 2025,
Yeah.
we developed a lot of policies. This is because we wanted to build an institution that is going to be strong, that is going to surmount the challenges. And if they can implement those policies
Yeah.
that we were able to develop, that would really strengthen the association. The other thing that they need to do, and we are going to be supporting from the outside,
Yeah.
is to have partnerships. Whether it is partnership with government entities
Yeah.
or partnership with NGOs, whether it is inside the country or outside the country, they have a way of strengthening the association
Yeah.
so that it can be able to deliver to its clientele. Remember, the clientele is the Kenyan public,
Yes.
and therefore, for us to be able to deliver, the counselors need to be professional. And so the association ensures that the counselors will be very well grounded professionally,
Yeah.
whether it is through the supervision that they are taken through or encouraging them to go back to schooling
Yeah.
again so that they can strengthen some certain areas where they are having deficiencies or gaps, or whether they are participating in continuous professional development.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, that client who comes to us is needing quality services.
Yeah, yeah. And maybe one thing I was thinking about is being a chair is being a leader, right? And how many people do you have? How many people are you leading in the association? Or how many people do you have in the whole association?
We have the board,
Yes.
then we have committees of
Yeah.
the board,
Yeah.
and we have leadership within every county. So that means 47 counties.
Wow.
And we are having secretariats within the 47 counties.
Yeah.
So all of them,
Yeah.
more than 200 other people that you are leading.
Yes. So 200 people. So you're in charge of 200 people technically. So how was that experience like for you, especially as an individual? You're a psychologist and also you are a leader as well. So how was that experience for you? What did you learn about yourself as a leader?
I'm a very patient person. And sometimes leadership makes you to be criticized,
Yeah.
to be judged, to be told things that you even didn't think about yourself. And this is good feedback because it helps you to grow, to develop. I also felt privileged
Yes.
that I can be able to serve at that level,
Yeah.
that you can influence the professionals in the whole country. That is quite a privilege and an opportunity to work together.
Yeah.
I remember when we did a national walk.
Yes. Tell me about the work. Yeah.
And during that time, we identified 10 counties that were going to be hosting the walk.
Yeah.
And other counties surrounding were supposed to be supporting that particular county. And so that was quite a privilege, seeing counselors and psychologists, the whole of the country,
Yeah.
doing a walk for mental health.
Yeah.
And so you feel privileged, And you know, it's quite an honor to be in that particular situation where you are growing the profession of counseling and psychology in the country, to make it be known within our communities, even within our counties, and also to take the bar high up so that in terms of quality, we are at a different level. When it comes to mental health, I think accessibility of mental health, and this is quality mental health services. That is a challenge we have because when we look at the psychiatrists that we have within the country, they are very few. Between 100 and 150, not more than 200 psychiatrists within the country. And so you can see that when you compare the human resource with the need, we actually need to make sure we produce more of psychiatrists within the country, psychologists within the country, so that the needs that are there within our communities, within our institutions, can be met by people who are well trained. So I think that availability, accessibility, affordability of mental health services is something that we need to look into and make sure that we are meeting that. And especially if we can do that within the primary care, at the grassroots level, at the community level.
Okay, I like that. I like that. Just having mental health be more accessible to people. One of my last questions is, when you look at KIBCO, where do you see it in the next couple of years?
We are looking at KIBCO in terms of numbers.
Okay.
And KIBCO this year is going to be celebrating its 20th year.
20th,
Since we commenced our activities. And so we are looking at numbers, we are looking at financial health, that we would want to be able to do more, to do better. Certainly we have been doing well, but we would want to scale that to another level. We would also want to witness quality by the standards of providing counseling services, the standards of training, so that KIBCO can be famed for quality. It can be famed for being a trailblazer in the area of counseling, because of the way we have implemented the standards that are laid down by TVET-CEDAC, that is Technical Vocational Education Training, and also Curriculum Development, Assessment, and Certification Council within TVETA. Yes.
Oh, wow. Okay, I like that. And I wish KIBCO all the best. Even, for example, my mom also does, like, she's doing like a psychology course as well. So hopefully she adds those numbers. And all the best to the, you said 20th anniversary, right?
Oh, yes.
20th. That's a huge milestone. Congratulations to you and your team. Yeah, and my final question is, when you think about the Catherine that was 10 years old, or let's say 12 years old, what should you tell her now, knowing, given the life that you have lived and knowing what you know now? What should you go back and tell that 10-year-old Catherine? Like, what should you tell her?
That 10-year-old or 12-year-old, I would thank her.
You thank her,
Because she dreamt and she became resilient.
Resilience,
And she decided to make a difference.
By
the way, my greatest support system was the church.
It was a church, okay.
There were adults who stood with me, who walked the journey with me, who encouraged me and validated me and told me that whatever I was doing, even within the church, because I was providing support to other young people within the church, that I was doing well. I would really thank that younger girl, that younger version of me, and tell her she did well, because she set herself apart so that she can be able to dream and she can pursue her dreams, so that she can see the fulfillment of her dreams.
Oh, yeah, I love that.